Hi everyone, welcome to Lace Academy's YouTube videos. In this video, let us see how to tackle a seating arrangement puzzle that is given in the form of a circular arrangement with one property to be matched with the people to be arranged. We usually say that this belongs to average level hardness, and we have to know how to tackle this puzzle within the given time so that we can manage our time in the exam. Let us see how to answer the puzzle and what the puzzle is actually in the next slide. Basically, this is the information in the puzzle that tells the level of the puzzle. So once the student or exam giver goes through this information in the first paragraph or the initial lines, has to understand what is the level of the puzzle, and depending on the difficulty level of the puzzle, he or she must choose or decide whether to take that puzzle at that moment of time in the exam or skip to the next question and come to it back later whenever you have time. 8 students are there, PQRST, UVWX, sorry, PQRSTU, WX are sitting in a circular table, or around a circular table actually. All of them face towards the center. So all of them face the same direction towards the center, and each of them studies in a different standard 1 to 8. So here we have to arrange 8 members around a circular table, luckily all facing the same direction. And we have to match one property, that is the standard in which the student is studying after we arrange them. So because we have a property also to be matched, I assume that minimum there may be 2 possibilities that come out. There may be more than 2 possibilities also coming out sometimes, but at least we have to be ready for 2 possibilities. And how to place 8 members around a circle? Make 4 members first, and then in between them we can make the other 4. We definitely get people facing each other, opposite to each other, even numbers. Odd numbers, you cannot have opposite pairs, right? Now, because everybody is facing the center, I am not going to put the directions because we know that everybody is facing towards the center of the table only. Now, let us see how to fill in the details in this arrangement so that we can go for answering. And this is the entire information based on which, or clues based on which we have to go for the arrangement. Now, let's start the arrangement. 3 persons sit between P and U who studies in I. I means first class, class 1. But we cannot say where is P and where is U, so I'm not going to write anything. But please remember, whenever 8 members are sitting around a circle, when 2 members have 3 persons between them, definitely they'll come opposite to each other. Definitely they'll come opposite to each other, because whenever 8 members, for example, P is here, leaving 3 members, if you have to write U, definitely they will be opposite to each other. So 8 member arrangement, 3 members in between 2 members means those two are opposite to each other. But now I am not going to write anywhere. Then let's see what is given. Yes, it's third to the right of W. Okay. So let us say there is W here somewhere, because circle anything is same. And to W, towards the third right, 1, 2, 3, who is sitting there? Yes, he is sitting there. So I'm going to fill the same here also, because suddenly if I have to use the second possibility, I'll be ready for it. The one who studies in 4th standard sits second right of W. So from W, second right should be the person studying in 4th standard. W, second right, 4th standard person is sitting. His name we don't know, right? Now, what he has given next? 3 persons sit between the person who studies 6th class and 3rd class. But still we cannot write anything, because we don't know where 6th class person is there, where 3rd class. But 3 persons are between them. That means 6th class and 3rd class studying persons also should be opposite to each other. So that's what we can guaranteedly say. Next, R sits second to left of T, who sits third left of 6th class person. We don't know 6th class, we don't know T, we don't know R. Let's see if we have any other information. The one who studies 8th class sits second right of S. We know S already. So second right of S should be 8th class person. Yes, first right, second right should be 8th class studying person. Yes, second right should be 8th class studying person. Next, the one who studies 7th class sits second to the left of the person studying in 2nd standard. We don't know both of them. Q does not study in 6th standard. R does not study in 7th standard. T, whenever he says he does not do this, he does not do this, that basically will be the last stage options or clues, which eliminates one of the possibilities. So we are now having these things. We are now do not know where P and U are seated, but we know that they both are opposite to each other. And we also have one information, 6th class and 3rd class, who are opposite to each other. Out of them, I choose 6th class, 3rd class option because we know one thing about 6th class, which is to third left of the 6th class, T should be sitting. And 3rd class and 6th class persons should be opposite. Now let us see where we can write opposite people. We cannot use this opposite because here already 8th class is there. So 6th class, 3rd class cannot be written there. These two positions cannot be used because already 4th class is there. So the only possibilities are this or this. So let us say, I say that 6th class person is seated here. Let's say if 6th class person is seated here, then third left of 6th class, 1, 2, 3 should be T. And second left of T should be R, perfectly fitting. And 6th class opposite should be 3rd class. So this is one option for 6th and 3rd class. Now let us say opposite also we can take 3rd class here and 6th class here. So if 6th class is here, third left of 6th class, T does not have a place because W is already sitting. So that is the only possibility in these two. Now one more possibility is this, where we can take 3rd class one place and 6th class one place. So let's say if I take this as 6th class, third left of 6th class is T, and second left of T should be R, but already S is sitting here. So this cannot be possible. So one possibility is I take 6th class here, opposite, because 6th and 3rd should be opposite. I take 6th class here and 3rd class here. Then 6th class second, third left should be T, and T's second left should be R. We have that possibility. So these are the two possibilities which we get. Now let's see what are the things given other than them. Now P and U should be opposite to each other. U should be in first class. So what are the possibilities where we can write P and U? Here you cannot write P and U. Here you cannot write P and U. Here you cannot P and U opposite. So the only possibility is this. And U should be first class. So U and first class, and opposite should be P. One more possibility, here you cannot write P and U, here you cannot write, here you cannot write. So you have to write P and U here. And U should be first class. So I'm writing U here, first class, and this should be P. The one who studies 7th class sits second left of second standard. 7th class student is second left of second class student. And R is not the 7th student. He is also saying T does not face W, but here T is facing W. So that means this possibility should not be encouraged. It is eliminated. Now what is given? The one who studies 7th class sits to the second left of second standard. So we have, if I say this is second standard, for example, here 7th standard can come. But R does not study 7th standard. So this chance will not be there. Now I can have one more possibility. Here if I take second standard, to his left 7th standard can be there. These are the only two possibilities, S and T and T and R with second left. But R cannot be 7th standard, so I am taking only this possibility. See what is actually again. Q does not study 6th class. So 6th class place Q cannot be there. So the only place for Q is 8th class. The only person left out is X. And the only class left out here is 5th class. So this finishes your arrangement. Once you are done with your arrangement, go for answering the questions that follow. Below this, 5 questions will be given. Once the arrangement is done, 5 questions can be answered within a minute. So basically, this is a tricky puzzle because much of the information is not given, but the most important information is this. 3 persons sitting between 2 members in 8-seated arrangement means they are opposite to each other. Here also. And by using the 6 and 3, using 6, T and R, we have got 2 options, out of which T is facing W in 1, which cannot happen. So only one possibility remains. In that we saw where P and U can be placed. This is the only place where P and U can be placed. And after that, we simply arrange the other information that is given. So you have to always remember, whenever we are taking an average level puzzle, we have to see that we'll be finishing the puzzle's answer within less than or equal to 4 minutes of time. Whenever the puzzle is easy, we have to try to answer it in less than 2.5 minutes of time. Because we still need 1 more minute to answer the 5 questions that are given. Don't take more time to answer the questions after getting the arrangement because you need to manage your time. Whenever I have a very easy puzzle, we always ask him to within 2 minutes. Easy puzzle less than or equal to 2.5 minutes. Maximum 3 minutes. And whenever it is an average level puzzle or a tricky puzzle, try to answer it in within 4 minutes. So how to go for answering them in 4 minutes or 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes is what we normally train in our training sessions. Basically, left and right, everything is known to everyone, but only thing is how to use the hints, how to use the information so that we can get to the puzzle in the right approach. And once the approach is there, how to make that approach in proper time and proper speed with accuracy. This is what all about training the students, nothing else, right? So hope that you all practice well, do well in your examinations and crack your exams in maximum second or third attempt itself. And whenever you feel you want some support or guidance towards any competitive exam, starting from banking exams or up to recruitment examinations of companies, you are always welcome to approach us via WhatsApp or directly call to the given number that is shown in this slide. Thank you and all the best.